Right, listen. Off you go. No, do not do that to Wanda. Enough. Chaos Central. Penny, enough. Bad manners. Wanda, you come up on this seat. Off you go, Penny. There's a girl. Right. No, you just come and sit in this seat beside me. That'll be a nice. So it's me and Wanda. Let me see if I can see Wanda. Will we push this back a little bit? Here we go, Max. Here we go, darling. You ready? I know you're the best. We'll just leave crazy puppies over there. We'll get a bit of peace and quiet, will we? Get a bit of peace and quiet on a Tuesday. Yes, we shall. No rest for the wicked. That's us. Yes, totally wicked, darling. Totally wicked. So, totally Tuesday. Nick's just home. He took Larky down to spend the afternoon with Carleen, and he went to Costco, and he may or may not have taken her an ice cream sundae because that seems to be their thing, and then he brought Larky home for dinner. So that was super. And I spoke with Carleen earlier on, and she's in good spirits. And what else have we done today? It is so warm today, so warm, and it's lulling us into a false sense of security because they're expecting snow by Friday, I think. Friday snow. What do you think, Wands? Does it suit you? Does it suit you? Huh? And so I've had the dogs outside. I'm just putting them out the back, at the back of the cabin, because for the majority of the dogs, it's 100% secure, apart from Wanda. And Wanda is obviously tiny enough to get out of a gap somewhere. I have no idea where she gets out, but I was out working in the driveway today, so she just came over and spent the morning with me. So that was fine. We managed, didn't we? We did manage. We did. You were very helpful. Very helpful. Yes, we were tidying things up. And I wonder what else did we do today? We went to see the bunnies, and the bunnies are just lovely. And we gave them some blueberries for breakfast, and they come up and they nibble them. And haven't had nibbled fingers, which is lovely. Yes, Polly. Oh my gosh, I'm not watching these questions. This is a bad thing because there's only me. Let me see if I wonder if I can bring. Oh, I can actually bring this down. Oh, there's open. Right. Okay. The address for the rehab, Hawthorne Hill, is actually on the website. So it is in there, and that's where you'll find it. What else, Wanda? What have we done today? We've been very active. I've been doing washings. Blah. Filled up the trailer for the going to the trash. Always fun. And just speaking with Janine to see what what changes of plans. It's always changes of plans, isn't there? She's coming home, and if the flights are all okay, which at this time of year, and all these blinking drones, which are causing problems at Logan Airport, she should be back round about into Massachusetts about 7, and then hopefully back about 8 o'clock. So that's super. And we'll probably have to go and pick her up, won't we? From what's that town? Peabody. Yes, we'll pick her up from Peabody because that's easy peasy. And it means we don't have to go all the way down on the interstate to Logan, because that's just traumatic, isn't it? We don't like trauma in a car. So that's very exciting that she's coming home, and we are going to go past the t-shirt shop probably the following day to see if our t-shirts have come in, because we're just all out of sync with the t-shirts, and I can only apologise. And hopefully we can get the remainder out and with people. And then we've got that. We've got caroling going on. Carleen has a doctor's appointment on Friday morning. I've got somebody coming to see one of the horses on Meredith to potentially adopt him. And it's very exciting. She is bringing a heat gun, not to heat his legs up, but to, or a heat camera to see whether or not there's any heat in any of his legs. So that's the first time I've done that. So that will be terribly interesting. And she offered to use it on any of the other animals. And the one animal that I'm extremely keen to try it on is Gertie. And Gertie is our donkey with the absolutely atrocious feet. So that could be of interest to see what we see from that. What else has been happening that I can remember? It's just not a lot. We're in the countdown to no Christmas decorations up still, but we are kind of like in the countdown to getting enough food in, because I think, depending on whether or not Carlene's at home, I think Colby and Janine are going to come over to us, which means we're really excited to see what Janine Russell's up for Christmas dinner. It's great. She's not going to cook, it's all right, we're safe. So we're doing the traditional Scottish Christmas dinner, which is your Thanksgiving dinner. So it's turkey, and that's all I'm saying about it. No messing around. What do you think? Turkey? You like turkey. You do. We brine it and it's beautiful. Terribly moist. So that's fantastic. I'm hoping Nick's coming and he's just returning in the car. Yes, he is. Here he comes. He can tell us what went on with Carlene. Yay! Come sit down.
Tonight's show with Elizabeth Tilston.
And Wanda.
And Wanda.
And Wanda. And Nick.
Here's Wanda.
And Miss Penny. Penny, if you know she does not like that when she's sitting with someone.
Penny, it's a bit rude.
Too much. Too much. Rude. No, too much. No, I don't like nipples either. No. Larky's here. Miss Sizzle, she's keeping out of it. She's in the corner having a snooze. Have a drink, why don't you?
It's not beer, guys, it's bubbly. And very exciting.
I know, you want to come over here now? I would too. So, how was Carly?
Oh!
I can't believe you put that there.
I can't believe she knocked it over with her nose.
Oh, I can.
An annoying puppy.
No.
That's not a very good thing to do, little puppy.
There we go, emergency. Let's see. Where's your Facebook app thingy? On here? I have the door open because it's absolutely roasty toasty.
It's a bit hot.
Oh, thank you, Joe. Joe's put the address up. There we go, Polly. So that's good. So, gosh. I have absolutely no court news from today because I wasn't there, Janine wasn't there, and if there was court, Shep will have dealt with it. So it was probably just a technicality and nothing particularly excited, needing any input.
Feels to me like over the last 18 months, everybody's become increasingly blasé about court. Whereas before it was like, oh my God, we got court today. Now it's like, yeah, it's court, like, I'll even bother, you know?
I know. These things happen.
You guys are like pros being sued or something like that, yeah?
Pros at not getting particularly uptight about anything. We're like, court,
yeah, whatever. Yeah. Just go with the flow. What will be, will be.
Exactly. They know where we are. Can't really miss us. So, now this was very exciting because I found this in the basement as I was opening boxes. Right, that's quite enough. Do not annoy her. Ugh, Larky. And look what came out of this box. Oh, a hay bag. I do love hay bags. They're my absolute favourite.
Sorry, Janine.
Yeah, sorry, Janine.
Like it, but it's an extra large hay bag. Oh, wow.
Yes, dead easy to fill. So they're fantastic. And then I opened opened another box. And in this box, it's a bit of a revelation. Glad I did this. I have 1, 2, 3 nose bags for the Dinky Donkeys, and a lovely soft brush, and some of the Quest Plus. That's our next venture.
What does that do?
That's a wormer.
Wormer.
And these came from Carol and Stacey Nestor. And that's really exciting because these are the people who are coming to visit on Friday.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh.
And
where are they from?
Pennsylvania, I think. But I could be wrong because I'm not very good with states, I'm afraid. So you can come and use your brush, which would be lovely. So that's very exciting. So thank you very much. That's very generous. And it seems silly. And in fact, I should really always mention this. One of the things that I feel terrible about is...
It's the fact that you get all these boxes piling up in the hallway.
No.
And your husband gets upset about it. No?
Listen, many years, 30 odd, more than enough to sort of like, a bit like court schmort.
Court schmort. Husband, husband.
Husband, whatevs. Oh, now you put me off my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so
That's
disappointed.
what husband was here for.
I know. I was talking about hay bags. Oh, yeah, so the silly thing is, I haven't worked out, and I know people keep asking me to update the wish list, and I actually really can update the wish list. The problem with it is that places that tend to be most cost effective for many of the things, I can't do a wish list. And I think one of the things I should probably, it's very difficult, but I put up Amazon, and Amazon sits there, and you know, it's like the warehouse in the skies for everyone. But like these Smart Pack hay bags, if you actually go to Smart Pack itself, they actually very often have deals where they're 20% off at least. And I don't like putting things up that I know people can get somewhere else, but I'm not sure how to work it out so that I can.
I think you pretend you're having a wedding. Yeah.
Listen.
And you create a wedding list with all, you can get anything on it, and then
Yes, but Nick.
from different shops,
Yes,
and then
but darling, weddings don't really go to Smart Pack, which is a horse
I
dedicated
don't know,
store.
like, you know, depends who's having the wedding, babes.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine your wedding list or Janine's wedding list would
Quite
be
specific.
kind of
Do I have to get married again though?
1 times XL large blanket for a 17-hand horse. Yeah, I mean,
Nothing wrong
something
with
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
rather than
With a colour scheme,
like
obviously.
matching his and hers cutlery sets or something. You know,
Or barn implements.
and it's funny, those cutlery sets just stay in the box, don't they? That you get for your wedding, and you never use them, and your parents threaten you if you will use them, because that's not what they're for.
Canteens of
Not for
cutlery.
everyday use. They're for when you have people over for dinner.
I'm like, are we supposed to be having people over for dinner?
Yeah.
Why would we do that?
When was the last time we had somebody over for dinner?
I don't know.
Lucky to get dinner myself, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
You know?
I've given
So,
up
there
cooking
you go.
for a couple of years now.
Mm.
Although I did say to Sophie that I was going to get back into this nonsense, but it's more a time issue than anything
It's a time
else
issue.
because it's very time consuming.
For me, it's more of a capability issue. But we won't go into that. Yeah.
He's very many skills. Cooking is not one of them.
Mhm.
Ever.
Yep.
I think you find it absolutely.
Yeah, it's like the way I describe it to people is it's like if there was a form of dyslexia that was just about cooking, I have it. I would just when I have to cook something, my brain just goes into a flap and can't keep up with it, and I just get really, really stressed and really worried. So it's some kind of, I don't know, some behavioural disorder.
It's not for lack of trying.
I have tried.
He has tried.
And we won't tell them the story about the first time I cooked for you. So, yeah.
Oh no, I tell absolutely everyone, and I need to tell you this because it honestly, it just, I don't know, it was a bit of a shock,
No, it was a letdown.
a bit much. When we first started dating, we were very much younger, and more
I thought you were
capable.
going to say we were very much in love.
Oh, we're very much in love, obviously, goes without saying naturally. So Nick said, you can come to mine and I'm going to make dinner. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's absolutely phenomenal. I thought, what a star. So Julie turned up at the assigned time.
After telling everybody.
After telling everybody. I mean, I explained to everyone I actually found a man that can cook. Forget money. Somebody that can cook is just an absolute dream come true. So did you have a starter?
I can't remember, actually.
I can't remember either. It was that phenomenal. Anyway, so we got into the main course and it was beautifully seared duck breast, fruits of the forest sauce. What kind of potatoes? They were very light and fluffy mashed potatoes, I think. And then there was lightly, tenderly steamed vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do for dessert? Can't remember. But it was don't do that. But it was a masterpiece anyway. And I went home and I told my parents, my sister, my sister-in-law, anybody that would listen to me about this absolutely phenomenal penny off the table. No, this absolutely phenomenal meal. And I think I was waxing lyrical about it for weeks. And then he invited me around about a week later, and then he was making a stir fry. And I think he went a bit off piece. Because the stir fry had lots of fruit in it. I'd never had a stir fry with fruit in it in my life.
Well, it had some pineapple in it or something. Yeah?
And a tin of peaches. And a tin of pears.
That's right, yeah. That was it, right?
Tin of pears. And then he said to me, see these things here? How do you open them? And I'm like, it's a blinking mango. You slice the cheeks off and then you do the bit. I was like, for somebody who had prepared an absolutely stunning meal the week before, I couldn't get my head around the fact that. And then you asked me about an avocado. I was like, we're not having avocado with the stir fry. I was like, this is just God, this is totally and utterly.
She was about to call the police.
I was like, oh my goodness. So eventually I sort of like said, so this is really interesting and quite peculiar actually. And I said, so how did you make the meal the week before? And you started going, well, you know, it was just a sauce and I peeled the potatoes. And I'm like, yeah, that's the last thing somebody who had produced that kind of meal would have been telling me about. I said, but you didn't really cook it, did you? And he went, no, my mother's got this catering service. And you see the catering service, they bring all this food. And I just selected something that I thought was nice and paired it all together and then reheated it. I was like, damn it! So I had to go home that evening and say, right, it was a ruse. And
It was a ruse, yeah.
And I fell for it. And he's never cooked since, really.
Well, I have. I do pizza and things like that.
Well, what kind of pizza do you do, darling?
It's Paul Newman's frozen pizza from the supermarket, but it comes out pretty good.
Oh, he makes a
And
phenomenal
actually,
job with it.
I remember you saying the other night that for some reason, when you make these frozen pizzas, they come out better than I do. So there you go.
No.
You said
no,
that.
it's not when I make these. I said when you make the frozen pizzas, they're better. I know he is an expert. At
Yeah,
frozen
so
pizza.
I'm like better at frozen pizzas than some people, and yeah, my cooking expertise amounts to being able to heat things up, basically, and sometimes I'm not even very good at that.
So that means you and Janine can both be on Christmas dinner duty.
Yeah, well, but here's the thing: I am a good sous chef.
He is a good sous chef.
Yeah, and I help, do the vegetables and I do what I'm told. Yeah,
You do what you're told.
and
yeah.
and I keep the kitchen tidy as I'm doing it and wash the dishes and
Yes, he does.
and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of sous chef
Extraordinaire.
/ kitchen porter. Yeah. So
Plus errand boy.
and it's better having that than having somebody who thinks that they can cook but can't. You know, I'm
That's
well
true.
aware of my cooking shortcomings. Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. I might add that Elizabeth got me back on this one by trying to poison my brother and his new wife with some really badly cooked scallops. And they came round to my same apartment for this meal that Elizabeth cooked, and I think we almost poisoned them. And I don't think they ever came round for dinner again, did they?
No, it was phenomenal.
So another result there.
Excellent. And you've been thanking me ever since.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes, Larky.
Amazing. So anyway, we shall have fun. And look, there's a card here, and this is for Goldy's Farm, so I will open it. I'm trying to keep anything that's for Carleen specifically for Carleen. It's a handsome dog.
What is
Oh, gosh. Oh, and there's cash in it. I better put that straight in.
Thank you. I love you. I love you.
The herd. Wishing you all who dwell on are cared for by you a Merry Christmas and a wonderful 2025 to new beginnings. Oh, it's Lisa and Bob Stevens. That's lovely.
Oh my God, he just sniffed my armpit.
Right, you're diabetic. Thank you. Oh, Lisa, we'll need to work out these shirts. Why there's money there for shirts. Okay, I'm going to put that in there because you need to give me the sizes.
Who's that from?
Lisa.
Oh,
and
Lisa.
Bob.
Lisa and Lisa
Thank
and Bob.
you.
Lisa.
Yes. Now, and there's, look, you can open this one because it's got your name on it.
Crikey. It's thick. Wow.
It's from, I can see who it's from. Better check these questions.
So Merry Christmas. Oh wow.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Look at this. I wonder if I can do this on camera properly to give it justice. Look at that.
That's gorgeous.
Isn't that beautiful?
And you're supposed to be able to do something and that pushes it up. What does that do?
No, this is for
Oh.
the note. There's a note in here.
Oh.
Look at that. You go, you open it up, and then there's a thing that comes down with a note. That's amazing. Elizabeth, Nick, and family, Merry Christmas and a happy
New Year. Happy, healthier.
healthier, peaceful New Year ahead.
Yes, please.
Thank you for all you do for Goldy's Farm and bringing joy to others. Love, Dodie.
Oh, thank you, Dodie.
Thank you,
That's
Dodie.
beautiful. Right, I better get into these questions. Anything else that came out when you were speaking with Carleen today? Right, Wanda, come on.
No, I took Larky in to see her. I was going to Costco, and on the way to Costco, I go by the hospice, and so I dropped Larky in, and it took me again about half an hour to get to the room. I walked in, and I checked in, and then I was walking by the elevator where you have to go downstairs, and they had bingo going on, and everybody looked out as I was walking by, and they all went, "Oh, Larky!" And so I had to take Larky into bingo to meet everybody, to meet his public, and he went and saw everybody, and then I took him down to see Carleen, and then I went to Costco, and then on the way back when I was finishing up at Costco, I got Carleen an ice cream, like from the little food bit at Costco, and brought her up an ice cream. And then I went and picked up Larky, and Larky's back home. He's quite tired. She did tell me that all he did while he was there was sleep. And I'm wondering if he's like, oh my gosh, like a blessed break from that damn puppy, yeah? Some peace and quiet for a few hours, you know?
Probably.
He was a bit like, Nick, can you come back a bit later and just leave me here for a few more hours, like, so I can get my beauty sleep. So,
dear.
but everyone's always really excited to see him down there. They just go on about handsome he is and how gentle he is.
Nick, did you see that picture that was posted in the chat today of Larky when he was a puppy?
Yes, I did. And it's funny, as I forgot to mention this, when I was walking in and checking in at the hospice, there was this lady came up and she clearly knew who Larky was. And her name was Darcy from Georgetown. And she was in seeing her husband who's in the hospice. And she started telling me all about how Larky and the puppy that Sizzle had and how they were all gorgeous. And so I showed her the picture that somebody posted today of Larky when he was a puppy. And so that was funny. So her name was Darcy and she lives in Georgetown. I think she used to volunteer here a number of years back. And it was obviously around when those puppies were born. And I think so Larky, Larky and Carl, and another interesting. So that the thing about the picture of Larky is it's hard to believe that is Larky. Yeah, I looked at him; he's like this tiny little blob.
And he was very blob-like, wasn't he?
Yeah. He didn't really look anything special, and now look at him.
I know, he's stunning.
He looks amazing.
He's like, yes, I do.
And also, interesting enough, our daughter Katie, she used to overnight babysit for those puppies, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember saying her favourite was Carl, yeah?
Yes.
From that litter.
Yes, that's right.
Who is with Olaf and Janine now. So that's that was that story. I don't know how we got onto that, but that was but yeah, hard to believe that little puppy has turned into Larky.
I know.
Yeah.
So the George and Luigi, they will leave in the earliest they can go really is in about 5-6 weeks time, because Dr. Parrott was here yesterday and he did the botulism injection for Luigi to make sure that he doesn't have any problems when he moves to George's farm. So that's super, and we've got that all under control and we're taking every precaution possible. No, I don't think there was. Well, there might have been court today, but we're not sure what happened. But it can't be that exciting because nobody's worried about it. So how was Carlene doing? Is she okay?
Yeah, she seemed fine. She was delighted that I brought her an ice cream. And I think she was pleased to see Larky. And yeah, she was in good spirits.
Excellent. That's good to hear.
I couldn't stay very long because
you had the shopping in the car.
I had to get the shopping back up the road into the freezer and everything, so I couldn't really hang around.
See, you're a domestic god, really.
So,
we are using the tripod. If it's wobbling, it's not the tripod. It's probably me.
The tripod's really good actually because you can get it at a good height and angle.
Yes. No.
There was also a little gizmo came with it that I think you can use to start and stop the recording or something. We need to work that out though.
You know what? I have lost all these questions again. I'm atrocious at this. I'm very, very bad. Here, you hold the dog. You hold Wanda. Go, Wanda. Let's see if I can flick back this way. Right. Okay. Here they are. Sorry. So I'm just going to have to sit and go this way. Okay.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. I think. How are you feeling?
I'm good.
Excellent. There we go. Oh.
There's somebody on there called Susan Jacques.
It's nothing to do with Janine.
Nothing to do with Janine, yeah. Right, okay.
I wondered that as well. Yes, Janine is back tomorrow at some point. Can you please post? So Joe posted the rehab address, so that's good.
I think it's on
this chat as well.
I think it's on the website.
Yes. What else am I'm just scrolling through here. There's there, thank you. I'm so sorry, this is a bit tricky. because I've missed all the questions on Nick's phone. Don't ask me what I was playing at. No, Nick did not get bronchitis. Not for lack of trying. Can't really get away from me, can you? Bronchitis is easing off a bit, I think. I'm not that noisy, am I?
Well, I wear buds, so
Yeah, he wears
I have
earbuds.
these buds that I wear that kind of stop any noise.
Yes.
Doesn't stop the dogs getting on the bed though.
Oh, I know, they're awful.
Which has been, I don't know. They seem to have all gone a bit kind of
Needy.
the last week. About in terms of, they all kind of understand, apart from one of them, that once it's bedtime that they need to leave the bed. But this seems to have become a problem in the last week.
Oh, it's they're getting really difficult to accommodate in the room. Yeah, Sizzle's not daft. She hangs out in the background and keeps her head down and has peace and quiet. No. How's Carleen doing physically and mentally?
She seems very sharp. Physically, I don't know. She looks healthier. I mean, I think she's having to move around a lot more, and so I think she's doing well.
Yeah, she's getting there. She really is, which is super. Jeannie, I put it was Arthur that had the nose bag on, and also obviously it was Wilbur as well. And then since I was feeding them, I had to give everybody else a little. Honestly, donkeys. Yes, Fugan. I received the tote bag. I used the tote bag on Saturday when we went out to the Christmas stroll in Ipswich. So it carried all of our stuff there, and I did receive the bunny stuff, and I have taken it down this evening to the bunny area. And I sent you a text because I also received some other bunny stuff, and it didn't have a name in the box, and I didn't know if that was from you as well. So, but thank you so very much. They will appreciate that. Would a section be for needed items on Cloud's helpful documents be a possibility? Yes. You see, the thing is, there's a lot of things. Amazon isn't always the cheapest, particularly when you're looking at barn stuff and animal stuff. Sometimes there are just other places that are cheaper, or have offers on. So that's what I'm very conscious of. But that might be an idea. Always use the good china and wear the good underwear. Definitely.
Is that in reference to the cutlery?
It's in reference to the cutlery. Yeah. And in fact, not only that, we've got 2 sets of cutlery in use. And the reason we've got 2 sets in use is because, where's most of it?
In my daughter's bedroom.
Okay, his daughter's bedroom has nothing to do with me. It's actually my daughter as well. But hey, naming and shaming. Yeah, Sizzle's quite calm. She just gets on with things, and she's been in to see Carleen, and she's got lots of people who she knows round about her as well, and we try and rotate her around. The one that we don't take in at the moment is the puppy, because she's very very bouncy right now.
Yeah, I don't think they could handle her at the nursing home. She's just a bit energetic.
Oh look, you could take some cooking classes.
The problem, I could, but I've got no desire to, and I don't know. Maybe when I was going to say maybe when I die. Maybe when.
Well, that's going to be absolutely no use to anyone.
Maybe when I retire or something like that. Yeah.
You could retire.
I don't know. I very much doubt it.
Yeah, because if you do, you're going to get a 7-day a job
Oh,
barn job.
God.
7-day a week barn job.
Retire to Nepal and become a goat.
A goat herder. Oh, our home renovations we're just going slowly, a bit like our Christmas decorations.
Yeah, well, I've got to get Sophie's bedroom. I'm on a
Tight schedule.
tight schedule with Sophie's bedroom, which is the one above the garage at the
In the
front of the
condo.
house, the condo. And by this end of this weekend, I have to have it done.
Why is that?
Because I do, darling. Because I'm already 3 weeks late.
Oh, right. Okay.
And which means we're actually pretty close. I've just done the base coat of paint. I need to put on the finish coat, and then Bao is going to come and help me at the weekend to do the trim. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much it. Yeah,
I could probably roller it.
that would be wonderful, but I don't know if it's good for your lungs to be doing that right now.
I could hold my breath.
You know,
I'm very fast.
I was going to try and do it tonight, but it's getting a bit late now.
Yeah.
I think I'll try and do it tomorrow at some point.
What day is tomorrow? Wednesday.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. Shouldn't take long. I mean, it's not
No.
a very big room, and we've got it all taped up.
So there's no cutting in whatsoever because we don't have the baseboards on, we don't have the trim around the window, and it's
Yeah.
really just rollering the walls.
Yeah, but that's what Bao said to do, and that's the way we've tended to do it: is
Yeah.
paint everything, then put on the trim, and we'll paint the trim before we put it on.
And then
So
just
once we
patch
put
up.
it on, we just have to touch up the joins and the edges and things. Makes it so much easier and actually more. I mean, it saves you sort of messing any bits up. The lines end up being really tight because you're not trying to do it by eye, you know?
Yeah. Excellent. There we go. So Sizzle hasn't been in recently, but we will rotate her in because Carlene's been worried about Larky. So she's kind of like been keen to see
And
him.
Larky's got to go and see his public, as we said.
Oh,
so
yeah.
He's very popular down there.
Yeah. And you've been catering ever since. Ooh.
I'm very good at ordering Uber Eats.
It's very good at that. I always thought that following a recipe was quite straightforward, and the panic that Nick gets into it is a very painful process, and it's not worth the effort.
Yeah, I
in
think
all
I
honesty.
overthink it, and I
does.
do get really uptight about it and
does.
quite upset, you know?
He does.
And I can see Elizabeth, who actually is a very good cook.
Or I used to be.
Well, she's a very good cook. She's one of those people who doesn't need a recipe to be able to cook something tasty. She can just decide what to make and make it. But I can see her looking over as I'm doing it, thinking, this isn't looking good.
I actually have to leave because it makes me really uptight. Oh dear. Was Carlene receiving hello messages on her phone?
I've no idea. Honestly, I really wasn't there for more than a few minutes today. I dropped Larky off, and I picked him up, and I needed to get back here, so I didn't really have a chance to talk to her very much.
So I phoned her earlier on to see how she was getting on, and I did ask whether or not she was getting messages through, but she was rather vague. So I always send her a copy of the Daily Doggy so that she can read it, so she knows what we're up to, and that nothing comes as a surprise to her when she eventually gets back to her email. Now she does have access to her email, but it's just another step on the phone, and obviously it's tiny print, and it's not her preferred way to access her mail. So I would suggest, I don't think she's looked at her mail since she's been in rehab. I think that I tend to send her a text, and keep in contact that way, and I phone her a few times a day just to make sure that we're all A-okay. And I did ask whether or not she'd been receiving messages, and I didn't get a definitive answer, so I'll have to pursue that one again and see what she says. And the other thing is, sometimes she doesn't pick up her phone. Well, quite often she doesn't pick up her phone, and then I don't think she's particularly competent at checking messages, like phone messages either. So you just have to keep going.
I know, sometimes I send her a text message and I get an answer like a week later.
And sometimes it's the offer of food, and then you're like, yeah, well, we ate that a week ago. So, oh dear. Now, here we go. Larky was just giving you your annual checkup.
Annual checkup.
Yeah, that's you. You're stuffed. Oh, right. Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you, Lisa. They are beautiful cards. Oh. Oh, Ziggy's very handsome. Oh, my golly. No, we've got bunny names.
Did you not communicate?
Well, they were said to Janine, not to me.
Have we told anyone?
I can't remember what they are.
Secret?
Janine, what are the bunny rabbit names?
I can remember.
Oh, you can remember. What are they?
Well, one was Ziggy.
Oh, yes.
And the other was
Chewy.
Chewy.
There you are. They're called Ziggy and Chewy. I knew that. So thank you very much, Dawn. Ziggy and Chewy. And I'm sorry not to have relayed them. I didn't get any communication. I just had to extract the information from Janine, but she's maybe not posted it. There we go. Yes, Sizzle can go there. So we will take her down and slot her in. Wrong Dawn. Right, okay. Yeah, one day is here. There's hospice part of it, but Carlene's in rehab. It's got lots of different. It's one of these centres. Carlene's downstairs in the rehab unit, and upstairs is where they normally visit. So it's totally separate, because I think that would actually be quite difficult. Being residential in a place where you normally visit, I think that could be quite awkward. So she's downstairs in the rehab. Yes, I think she was really pleased to have Larky in. Now. Yes, I've heard that story as well, Sarah. When Larky was born, Carlene worked on him for 4 minutes to get breathing. Quite a miracle.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. He's just super. Condo is coming along. Maybe not as fast as Sophie would like, but we'll get there.
I know, I'm still here, Roger.
I try and keep him. Hello, little puppy pants. Yes, there's no sea. That's interesting, Suzanne. And you're in Honolulu. Just be careful Janine doesn't come and visit you.
Different.
Just to check you aren't a long lost relative in somewhere warm. Yeah, I thought it was a donkey as well at first there. We've got 2 going home. Probably in 5-6 weeks, which would be lovely. And that it just allows us. We've got maybe a horse going. Are we getting a message about cookies from Carlene?
Apparently so, yeah.
She's sending me messages about cookies. What, did you take her a cookie?
I didn't.
She's looking for cookies.
Is it those cookies over there?
Probably. We'll have to get them. Oh dear. No. I only opened that box today, and I've got the little bow ties and I've got the harnesses. So thank you. And I haven't tried them on yet because I was running around doing things. Thank you, Dee. Yes.
Read to the animals on Christmas Eve.
We can try something. She might be home by Christmas Eve. I mean, this is all up in the sky, really, to be honest. Right, so that's a good question, Susan. The reason the single Pringle is not with the other goats in Meredith is because that goat hangs out with the donkeys. It doesn't hang out with the goats. Hence its name, the single Pringle. He has absolutely no interest in the goats. And the 4 goats go off and do their own thing. They're like the little goat squad of tiny terrors, because they are terrors. And that goat just hangs out. That's the goat that used to hang out with Harley, actually. And he has got absolutely no inclination to hang out with the goats. It's very odd. And so what we do is we make sure that if they're all back together again as a herd, we make sure that we watch to ensure that we've got the goat that's not interested in being with the rest of them.
Because they all look exactly the same.
No, there's actually people who are really good, but you see, when we see them, they're normally running. Because they're either chasing you for food, or they know that you're going to load them somewhere, and they're like, I don't think so. So when they're going at speed, it's not quite so easy to work out who you've got. So that's why we always make sure that the one that gets left behind is the one that likes the donkeys and not the goats. He's a funny wee goat. He's a nice goat.
Yeah, he's nice. I like him.
We do actually like that goat. That's one of our favourite. That's our favourite goat, Beelzebub.
That's my daughter Sophie, who we were talking about, whose bedroom we're working on. She and her friend christened him Beelzebub, which is a terrible name for a goat. But
I know. Oh goodness, there's only a week till Christmas.
Yeah, well, I'll send some pictures even when we're finished. It does look very different. I have to say, it does look very different. Yeah.
Carlene's got her hearing aids. Carlene chooses not to wear her hearing aids. She doesn't like them.
I hear something funny yesterday. Like, one of the pieces of mail that came yesterday that we didn't open on mail call was a promotion for hearing aids, and she was very keen to keep it.
She's got about 3 or 4 though.
Yeah, but I said, do you want me to throw that out? She said, no, I want to read that one. And it was about hearing aids. So
yeah,
it was just like sales material, but
it's really funny. We were driving home from Meredith one day, and it was when Carlene was still driving, and I was in the passenger seat, and all of a sudden she started going, God damn it, stop that noise! And I looked at her and I said, what noise? And she said, just stop it, whatever you're doing. And I went, I'm just sitting here watching the road, making sure we don't have an accident. I was like, minding my own business. And I said to her, I can't hear a noise. And she went, you must be able to hear that. And I went, I can't hear a thing. And then when she stopped talking, there was this sort of high-pitched noise going on. And I said to her, I think that's your hearing aid. And she went, what? And I said, it's your hearing aid. She threw it out and she went, I think that was my hearing aid. So whatever had happened, and I don't know what caused it, it was screeching in her ear. But she thought I was fiddling around with my phone, and it was me, but it wasn't. It was the hearing aid. So I think she's keen to find one that doesn't cause screeching noises. And these ones that she has, where there's the thing round her neck, they're very cumbersome. They don't look very comfortable, so maybe she'll find something else. So it's not us that are stopping her or not finding her hearing aids for her. She doesn't like the one she's got. I think that's more the issue. Yeah, Ziggy and Chewy, that's them. Oh, I wonder who... Somebody... Pat Nevins. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, they raised $400 for us. That was very kind of them. Yes, Ziggy and Chewy are the bunny names. Yes, Larky was definitely meant to be. Yes, Pavlova. And you know what, Janine, I made a Thanksgiving dinner for Janine because she didn't get back here till much later, and I left that for her with a bit of Pavlova. So we will. Oh, thank you, Roger. Buckeyes. How exciting. I think they're a bit of a favourite with Carleen. Yes, that's exactly it. It's the condo that overlooks. It
overlooks the driveway.
Yeah.
It's just on the side of the deck.
Yeah.
And it's right at the front of the house above what looks like a garage but isn't.
Yes.
Just as you come in the front door.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I can do that. Let me just check how I'm getting on with these questions. Oh, look, there's that. Here. Miss Sizzy. There she is back there. I'm going to slide. Right, you need to hold on, or she'll fall off. There she is. She's just having a snooze. Sizzy. Sis. She's absolutely out for the count, sorry. Sizzle. And she's just looking at me. She's like, go away. She's not daft as our Sizzle. And then I've got to show you this pair. Honestly, look at them. They are like two peas in a pod. She just absolutely adores him. That right, Miss Penny? She's always couried into him. It's lovely. And he's very good with her, aren't you? Because you're the best boy. And then, not to be telling tales, but Wanda has taken over Carleen's seat. That's the alpha chair. So, there might be an argument when they come back. Oh, okay. 'Tis us today. Yeah, they are super. Right. Tomorrow is Wednesday all day.
Tomorrow is Wednesday, yeah. Hump day.
Humph day. And Janine's coming back. Can't remember what else is happening tomorrow. I have to start writing things down. Egg ones. Right, okie dokie. So we will see you tomorrow, hopefully. That would be lovely.
Good night.
Good night.